Emily Gagnon.
Carson, I want to ask you about a couple of guys who stood out to me, Ra and Dejon Edwards. Let's start off with Edwards, who's been fighting his way back from an MCL.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, he had a great game today. I don't know how many rushing yards he had, but
over 100.
Oh, well, that's awesome. I'm super proud of him, man. I know that he's been out and he's been wanting to get back out on the field, so it's just awesome to see him come out and have that type of performance.
And Ra?
Oh, yeah. Ra-Ra's been working. We've been trying to build that chemistry, during practice, during some of our special teams period. Obviously, I'm not on punt, kickoff, all that type of stuff. So we try to, run different types of routes, get the chemistry down. Obviously, he's a new guy along with Dom. So as the season keeps going, I think we'll start to see that improvement and just the timing and the connection and all that type of stuff.
The last time you guys did not score a touchdown in the first half, I'm going to take you back to last year against Mizzou, 16-6. I'm sure you remember that game. A lot of guys from last year's team told me that was the game that they faced the most adversity, learned the most. Do you think that this could be that kind of game towards the end of the season?
Yeah, I mean, we definitely faced adversity. They came out and they out-executed us. They were outplaying us. Then we came out in the second half and we just had to have adversity and stay composed, and those are two things that we pride ourselves on. And obviously we haven't been tested yet this year until this game, but it's just us trying to formulate an identity and obviously continuing to get better each week and improve.
You guys keep saying test. What grade do you give yourself today?
In the second half, I mean, I give our team an A. Just coming back, I'm really proud of the guys. Our defense made some huge plays there at the end. We got to be better in 4 minutes. Our defense shouldn't even be out on the field. We got to run. We got to get the first down and end up kneeing it. But, they made a lot of plays. The momentum turned to our side in the second half, and I'm just proud of everyone and how we played.
My last question is about identity. After 3 games, what's the identity? Or you guys are still developing it, building it?
I think today really stood out that we're going to be a physical team, and we're going to be composed, and we're going to have resilience, and that really, if anything stands in our way, that we're going to fight through, and we're going to have the same mindset no matter what.
Hi, Cedric.
How you doing?
How you feeling?
I'm feeling good. How about you?
I'm feeling great. Listen, let's talk about Dejon Edwards first and foremost. Great game today, got the ground game going. Not to mention he's been dealing with an MCL for a while.
Absolutely proud of him. Dejon has done a tremendous job fighting his butt off, really. To get back for us, rehabbing, doing everything he could. And all the hard work he put in today, was time for it to show off. So happy that God allowed him to shine.
He had over 100 yards on the ground, so good for him. But let's talk about what head coach Kirby Smart told you guys in the locker room at the half. Are you surprised that wasn't my first question?
Yeah, a little bit. Basically, the message was, man, just don't lose faith. Don't lose the consistency. Don't lose what we are and what we are trying to accomplish in the game. Don't lose the game plan. That's really what it was. It was just about staying consistent, making sure that we understand that there may be some battles, but as long as you just keep doing what you're asked to do, eventually it'll work out.
Let me ask you, what did you learn about your team today? Because I'm sure you learned a lot.
I learned that we can fight. It may not always be pretty. It may not always be the most gorgeous thing you see, but I think we do a tremendous job with our coaching staff making adjustments, and then as the players trying to execute and just fighting.
The last time you guys did not score a touchdown in the first half of a game, I'm going to take you back to last year against Mizzou. You guys were trailing 16-6, came back to win it 26-22. I remember last year, the players, including yourself, said that was the game where you guys learned the most, fought the most adversity. Today, would you say that maybe it was a game like that?
Potentially, it could be that type of game for us this year. We definitely learned a lot. I would definitely say that. Learned a lot about this team. We in my opinion, I think we really, really grew a lot today and came together and gelled, so I'm happy about that.
My last question is about Carson Beck. How would you assess his play today?
I think he played great. I think he did what he was coached to do, made checks when needed, and to be honest with you, he trusted the system. Today, you just were asked to win the game on the ground, and he bought into that. I think a lot of times you can have skilled players, quarterbacks, they may not want to buy into that, and I just think it says so much about how selfless he is that he bought into, hey man, we got to win the game on the ground today. So absolutely love that guy, and I appreciate what he did for us.
Have a good night.
You too, thank you.
Dan, entering today's game, you guys had allowed 10 points. Today you gave up 14 in that first half, maybe a tale of 2 halves, but can you walk me through the first 2 quarters, kind of what went wrong there, then we'll go to what went right?
Yeah, just sticking to the game plan. We got to do a better job of that and wrapping up on our tackles, me included, on that first touchdown. And, we preach nobody in our end zone, and I think all the guys on defense really live by that, and it's just something we got to keep preaching and continue to do better each and every week.
So now let's move on to the second half, which I'm sure you want to talk about. You guys shut out South Carolina in that half. So, again, what went right for you guys?
Yeah, I mean, Coach Smart's been preaching it all week. He's been preaching stay relentless. and a relentless attack, and that's what it was that second half. You know, not exactly how we started, but we know that's not what truly matters. You know, we know it's all about the finish. So we just we came out better the second half and really tried to hunt the other team and not sit back and let them hunt us. So.
How much of a test was this? I know you guys were saying this would be your first true test of the season. You passed the test, obviously, but how do you feel about it?
Yeah, I mean, South Carolina has a great football team. Hats off to them. But, you know, so do we. And we prepared during practice all week. But, you know, we've been preaching SEC opponent, and that's what we get ready for. That was our first SEC game. And I'm just thankful to be on this team and play in this conference.
I'm sure you want me to ask about your interception. 1 of 2 interceptions on the day. What did you see on that play?
I mean, I just stuck to my job in the half field, and you know, we had great coverage. Malachi was did a great job covering his guy, and you know, just saw the ball go up in there and tried my best to make a play.